Trump is already saying that it's going to be a long speech. Trump is saying that. Like he's already,
Lord.
We have so much to talk about. It's going to be a long speech. Fox was guessing this morning that just the speech, like if he just read it without all of the hullabaloo that goes around it, would be 2 hours.
Oh my God.
I am going to be wrecked.
We're going to be so wrecked tomorrow, you guys.
I mean, it's going to be ugly. So just have a little bit of grace for us tomorrow.
It's gonna be a
rough one. Yeah, I'm thinking about absolutely napping as well.
I'm gonna have to nap today for sure.
Our first little story, it's not really a story, it's just sort of an announcement, if you will, for today is one I was not expecting, and it has nothing to do with anything else. So we're just going to tell you, it will come as a shock to precisely nobody. But look, Kim Jong-un was just reelected as the North Korean leader.
Oh, yeah. It's like, reelect me or else I will kill you and throw you to dogs. Just like my uncle.
I know, I was shocked.
We're all shocked and dismayed. Okay, congratulations, cheese eater. There you go.
Okay, so yes, tonight at 9:00 Eastern time is going to be the State of the Union, and just buckle in for a long one with a preview of all of the hullabaloo about the Democrats who are not going to participate, or the Democrats who are going to be hosting their own People's State of the Union. Here is a little summary from Fox about all the goings on.
More than a dozen congressional Democrats say they will skip President Trump's State of the Union speech Tuesday night. Some plan to head to the National Mall for a separate rally hosted by progressive groups, dubbed the People's State of the Union, meant to counter-program the president's speech. This year, Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger will give the Democrats' response. Democrats faced backlash last year for their behavior during Trump's speech, including Texas Congressman Al Green being removed for an outburst. Remove this gentleman from the chamber. Democrats also refused to stand for angel moms and a boy fighting cancer, and held up signs with messages on them.
I mean, it was really undignified. And just the thing, no, I don't care who the president is, don't yell and disrupt that. It's like you really should respect the office.
Congresswoman Ilhan Omar announced 2 of her guests to the speech will be Minnesotans who were detained by ICE. Other Democrats are bringing victims of Jeffrey Epstein.
I want the president to look the victims and their families in the eyes and say that this investigation is over and that there's nothing more to see.
Texas Senator John Cornyn will bring the Border Patrol Union president, while Iowa's congressional delegation will bring the families of 2 Iowa National Guard soldiers killed in action in Syria in December. Republicans say expect the president to tout his wins.
You saw the train wreck under Joe Biden, inflation at 40-year highs like we hadn't seen in so long, and Donald Trump is putting the train back on the tracks.
And tomorrow's big speech will, of course, happen in the context of this ongoing partial government shutdown of DHS as Democrats continue to demand reforms to ICE. Brett.
See how it goes, Bill. Thanks.
We'll see how it goes, Bill. Thanks. I was going to cut that part out, but then I was just like, I'm just going to leave that in there.
I cannot take these people seriously. The Democrats, they voted like the partial shutdown. They don't want to fund like Secret Service or Homeland Security or any of that stuff because they hate you, Americans. They hate you.
It doesn't do anything but cause problems for the general public.
Why would they want to keep us secure? Why would they want that? And they're going to bring victims of Jeffrey Epstein. Trump is the one who released the files, you assholes. I just can't. I cannot with these people. I can't. God, it's early.
Well,
it's a day, you guys. I haven't had enough sleep, and I'm a little irritated this morning. Okay.
The only way that you're going to be able to get through this show is with massive chips. I will be chowing down before, during, and likely after the State of the Union on these delicious chips.
They're a good breakfast if you have the churros ones. Why not have them for breakfast? You know why? Because you're an adult. You can do what you want. Okay? You can have whatever you want for breakfast. I can have that. A little chocolate hummus.
Or you can even put some whipped cream or chocolate syrup all over
Why
those.
not?
Nobody can stop you.
Nobody can, because again, you're an adult. Do what you want. Also, they're made with clean ingredients, okay? Corn, sea salt, grass-fed beef tallow. That's it. No mystery chemicals, just real food. No seed oils either. Good stuff, you guys. They avoid all the bad stuff and they taste incredible. And like Candace says, they are satiating. They're you can snack on them. They make you feel full. You don't feel gross or bloated. They're awesome. And then it's like you don't eat more than what you should. You know what I mean? Because you don't feel hungry afterwards. You just feel you don't uncontrollably binge on them. They're really, really good. If you love those, you're going to like their potato chips too. They have a sister company that has the most delicious 3-ingredient potato chips. So, so good. Go to massachips.com/chicks. Use code chicks for 25% off your first order. massachips.com/chicks. Do it.
Do it. Do it. So there's some weird stuff going on in your state with respect to Representative Tony Gonzalez, who now lots and lots of Republicans are calling on him to resign after some text messages were released of him basically telling his female staffer, or asking her rather, for sexy pictures, her favorite position. And there's evidence of her saying, you're pushing this too far. This is not appropriate. And then ultimately she took her own life. So it's kind of a big deal story. Does not look good for this guy. And Republicans too are saying, get him out.
Can we can guys just stop doing this?
Right? Can you just control yourselves for crying out loud?
Stop with the, hey, can I have sexy pics? And then stop sending your dick pics to people. Just stop. Nobody
wants that.
Nobody wants it. Just let's stop doing that. All right. Just rule of thumb. Just pro tip. Don't do that. Don't do it.
Why? People get into these positions of power, or maybe he was always this way, but once you're in positions of power, it just becomes a lot easier to be a complete creep.
Right.
And
don't do it. Just don't do it. Okay.
Yeah. So that's going on. And then speaking of Texas and your races there. So right now, of course, Jasmine Crockett is in a primary battle with that James Tallarico guy, who's very smooth. You know what I mean? Like, he's a smooth talking dude who, listen, I got yelled at by so many people on Twitter yesterday because I was like, I don't understand how Ken Paxton is leading and John Cornyn is in second place. And Wesley Hunt, who is a decent, awesome dude, is somewhere way far back in third place. I don't understand that at all, but I got yelled at by so many people going, you don't understand Texas politics. Ken Paxton is awesome. He's a fighter. He's got more baggage than I even know. I wouldn't even know how to begin to pack.
Listen, this is why I tried getting involved in Texas politics when I first moved here for about 5 minutes. And then I was like, nope, I'm out.
I'm out.
I'm done. I'm out. Because I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of the people in it. I'm out.
And so I guess Ken Paxton's going to be your guy. And then he's going to be up against little clean cut, shiny man, James Tallarico, most likely. If he's up against Jasmine, I think he's got it in the bag. But this Tallarico guy is a threat. And here's a perfect example of a Texas voter who loves Jasmine Crockett. And yet she voted in the primary for Tallarico.
So yes, we need a fighter. And I was so ready to vote for Jasmine Crockett because I love her.
She's crying.
But I,
for crying out loud,
voted for Tallarico because we need somebody who can win.
Is she okay?
No,
these people are not okay. Somebody said you're concerned about Texas. That's why you should be concerned. Is that crazy, crazy lady right
Wait,
there?
are they saying we shouldn't be concerned about Texas?
No, we are concerned about Texas. For many reasons, you should be concerned about Texas. You should be. I live here. I'm concerned every day. This is why I don't sleep, you guys.
I mean, that woman was crying. So she's crying because of her deep adoration for Jasmine Crockett, but voted against her because she doesn't think she can win. And so it's going to be, I really worry about Texas, you guys.
You should be worried about Texas.
Everybody should be worried.
It's so purple and the people are starting to be crazy here. And we're like, can you guys just stay away? You're ruining it. So many things are ruining it.
And I saw a poll too that Byron Donalds, depending on who the Democrat winner is of the primary for governor in Florida, that he's behind both of them. Can you imagine living in Florida right now, the best run state in the country, and even thinking about voting Democrat?
Yeah, it's.
What more do you want, Florida?
Right. I know. I don't understand. Florida and Texas should be red all the way. And the fact that we are not, in the climate that we are, like the MAGA stuff, everything over the past couple of years, what we have voted for, what we stand for, we should have enough momentum that both of these states should be in the bag, and it's not.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Not happening.
Absolutely,
it's not okay.
And now, everybody's gross in politics. We know this, but the people that are trying to be in politics are extra, extra gross. And I know we've shown how gross George Conway is before, but he's getting grosser, you guys. I don't even know how to explain it. And he thinks that using like all the bad words somehow
makes him edgy.
That's the ticket. His hatred for Trump and his use of vulgarity is somehow going to be his ticket to take Nadler's seat. It probably will be. It probably will be.
Well, it works. It works for liberals. Right.
My God. But here he is telling, what's his? I think it's Chuck Todd. Here he is telling Chuck Todd that for the first time ever, he wants to call Trump all the names. I'm like, dude, you've called him all the names.
That's literally his shtick. That's it. Like, that's why he and Kelly got divorced. Kellyanne, sorry.
And yet, here's George.
We can't get fussy about the political tactics and I would never call the president of the United States of any party a fucking piece of shit on a podcast.
Oh my God.
Until today. He is a fucking piece of shit. Okay? And this is where we are. All right? Someday I want to go back to an America where I can't make the case that the president is a fucking piece of shit.
Oh my God.
All right? Where I would never think of using that language, even when he did something bad, or whoever it is.
He is the poster child for a case study in TDS. He's it. It's like, he's what you look at. Somebody needs to study him and his brain and how it's just so decayed seriously, like a marriage broke up over that. Can you, I'm sure there are lots of marriages that have broken up over TDS, and he is the poster boy for it. He's so mentally ill, this guy.
I mean, it is a disease that once you're infected with it, you're so miserable and so filled with hate and rage.
Yeah.
That you're a crazy person.
Yeah. It's like mad cow. Your brain has holes in it.
Yeah. It's bad. It's really, really bad. And one other person who is infected, like really, really bad, is Robert De Niro, the reason for my name today. He appeared on, I guess, a newish, maybe it's been around for a while. I don't know. I was today years old when I discovered that Nicole Wallace has this podcast called The Best People. And so obviously it's a really messed up show, considering that she had Robert De Niro on it as a best person.
The best person. Yeah.
Right. And so, first of all, as you know, I hate her because she spells her name with 2 L's, and I find that to be very inappropriate.
It's off-putting.
But secondly, he brings her to tears because he's getting emotional about the fact that she's telling him that he builds people up, that he's just that guy that's constantly building people up. And because he believes that about himself, he becomes emotional. And it's so absurd, you guys. This love fest that you're about to see is so ridiculous. You have to see it.
Yeah. I mean, you're always about lifting up everybody around you, everybody.
Of course.
Why is that?
Oh God, Robert De Niro.
You have to lift people up.
Why?
You have to bring them together. Period.
Oh my God.
You can't divide people. You can't win that way.
Oh my God, these people are mental.
It's a no-win situation. And look what we have. Look who we have there. It's almost like a destiny to have this thing there, attempting to destroy this country, and maybe not even understanding why.
Oh my God.
So it's up to us to protect the country.
And that's not.
Yes.
You weren't supposed to make me cry. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. We talked about how this is the moment. This is the moment that it goes one way or the other.
That's right.
You think it's going the other way?
I don't know. All I know is people have to resist.
How is that not divisive?
There's no easy way. It's not going to come to you easy. You know, there's a time when you know in your own life, in your own survival, you better do this. You better jump and run through the fire. Because if you don't run through the fire, you're not getting out. And that's what we have to do.
WTF.
Look at him lifting all
He's
of us up,
we're
you guys.
lifting. You guys feel lifted? Do you feel lifted out there? I feel so lifted. God, this guy is a loon.
And she, I mean, the way that she entertains that is so.
You're gonna make me
they're
cry.
both so pathetic, elitist jerks.
God, I cannot stand these jerks.
I mean, it was unbelievable. I watched that and I just was like, "This is real life."
Yeah, they think they're living in reality, and they live in a bubble, a total bubble amongst themselves. Oh God, we're saving the world. Run through the fire. Really? Go to French Laundry. Enjoy your lunch. Jerks.
Back in the real world, Trump honored at the White House yesterday the Angel families, and Laken Riley's mom was there. Family members of people who have lost their lives at the hands of illegal aliens who should have never been in our country to begin with were honored there. And there were some great moments from some of the speeches that were given. Laken's mom, obviously very emotional about her daughter and about
I just can't thank you enough. You have said from the beginning, literally the day after this happened, that you would not forget about Laken.
God bless her.
You weren't president at that time, and you have not forgotten. You have fought a fight that most people would not want to have to fight. Most people wouldn't. They would just say it's just easier not to do this. And President Trump you are doing a thankless job that most people just wouldn't do. And I just can't thank you enough. And so thank you for honoring all of them, not just Laken. And we're just beyond grateful. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
God bless her. And just to point out, CNN and MS, whatever the hell it is now, didn't air any of this yesterday. None of it. Shame on them. You know?
Well, I mean, what do these people matter? They've got demonic criminal aliens to protect. And
that's the thing. They aired Kilmar Abrego Garcia or whatever the hell his name was. They aired like hours and hours of footage about that. And the guy who abandoned his 5-year-old son, we'll air that, but we won't air this. Just make sure that you understand that that's what they're doing. They are propaganda machines is what they are. Shame on them.
And anytime that they cry their crocodile tears or clutch their pearls over an injustice that's been done to a human, it's meaningless. It's meaningless drivel. When they pretend to care about Alex Preddy or what's her name? What was the other name?
Renee Good.
Yeah, Renee Good. When they pretend to be like, oh my God, these poor humans, do these humans' lives not matter? Shut up. Nothing you say matters because you've proven who you defend. And it's always the worst among us.
Totally. They don't care. They don't care about Americans. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. They don't care about our families. They don't care about Laken Riley.
Nope. They do not.
And
they
just as a side note,
do not.
She was a nurse too.
I'll tell you who does care about you, and that's us. We care about your gut health, and that's why we want to tell you really quickly about Cowboy Colostrum in all of its delicious flavors.
Every single morning I take it. If you finally want to fix your gut, make sure that you take some of this. It's good for skin and hair and nails too. It's really, really good.
I just like smelling it because of the flavors.
It's good. They have vanilla and they have strawberry and they have chocolate. Like it's just like Nestle Quick. The chocolate is. That's how I like mine. But I also use the vanilla too. I know that you probably like
it smells like cake batter. Like it smells like cake batter.
It's good. And it isn't processed and it doesn't have anything in it. And their colostrum is really whole. It's really, really yummy. And it's easy to drink. And it's made with natural ingredients, no artificial flavors. They have chocolate, Madagascar, vanilla, matcha, strawberry. Really, really good. It brings stability to your gut. The peptides and the growth factors will make your hair and your skin look amazing. Everything is just really good about it. It's just a great thing to do to get your gut back in order. I have like digestive issues, so it's really good for me. I just like it. I take it every morning. So you can get 25% off your entire order. Just head to cowboycolostrum.com/chicks. Use code chicks at checkout. That's 25% off when you use code chicks at cowboycolostrum.com/chicks.
Do it. So there were other family members there, Angel family members. There was Javier Vega's mom was there, and also Rocky Jones's brother, who threw away his speech and just spoke off the cuff. It was amazing.
I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, first of all, before I do anything. I want to thank the American Border Story, and I absolutely want to thank President Donald J. Trump. Thank you, sir, for putting America first and putting these angel families first and letting everybody know their stories, because we matter. Thank you, sir. President Trump, I want you to know, no matter what the fake media says about you, the American people love you, and we will support you all the time because we love you. I'm sick and tired of hearing these Democratic politicians stand up on these podiums and say how sorry they are for seeing these criminal illegal aliens being ripped apart from their families. What about us? What about the American family? What about us? We mean something too. And this man right here understands it.
That's damn right.
Yeah, God bless him. I mean, so many of us feel that way. And it's like, I feel like this is such common sense. It's such common sense. And
it should be.
People on the left are just fighting for criminals. What? I don't understand that mentality. I just cannot wrap my brain around why they want to fight so hard for the bad guys. Why?
I know.
Do they want to do that?
It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
I don't get it.
Joshua Wilkerson's mom also spoke very, very powerfully.
I met a man about 11 years ago who was running for office, and he sat with us a couple of days, and he watched as the tears rolled down my face as I told him the story of how our youngest son Joshua was brutally beaten, tortured, strangled to death, and his body set on fire. Oh my God. The man next to me was President Trump. He never, ever looked away from my pain. He looked me straight in the eye, and he said, I will never forget the story of your sweet son, and I will never give up fighting for the American family. I looked at him, and I believed him. And here we are these years later, and you can tell all of the work he's done. He's never missed a day of fighting for the American family. I don't know if I've ever met a man who is more interested in this country and running this country and getting it back in shape. And I'm so grateful for what he does every single day.
Can you imagine these poor families? Like, all of this was preventable. That's what just makes my heart ache so bad for these families, because this did not have to happen. None of this stuff had to happen. Those horrible things that happened to her son, it was all preventable.
Mm-hmm.
And Democrats don't care.
No, and they enabled it. I mean, just look at how people entered the country under Biden. It was like swarms and swarms of people every single day. And those a-holes had the audacity to get up at their podiums and say, this can only be solved by an act of Congress.
Right.
We can't do anything without legislation. Bullshit.
Absolute bullshit.
God. And then because of all of the anti-ICE sentiment and now anti-cop sentiment, and now, of course, there's a New York City mayor who is basically saying, I'm going to defund cops, going to defund ICE, hate all the cops, whatever. This is what New York City looked like yesterday when cops were simply walking down the street. This is what the animals are out doing. Just hurling snowballs at me. It makes me
I cannot believe this.
And there are multiple videos like
you know what?
Multiple.
Let it implode. That's the way I look at it. I would never be a cop there. God bless those people.
I know.
For even walking and doing that and continuing to do their jobs. I would be like, F this, I'm out of here. I'm moving. I'm not going to put up with this. For the amount of money that those people make, you would not be able to pay me enough to be in that absolute crap hole that is New York City. Yeah, who raised these people? That's a great question.
Just, oh my gosh, it made the video, and there were so many videos that I saw that were similar all over X this morning, and I was just like dumbfounded. How, and they have to take it. You know what I mean? Like these cops just, it just makes me ache for them because all they want to do is protect and serve. And this is the treatment that they get. Thanks to Democrat politicians constantly vilifying them.
Yeah. That image is, and listen, it's kind of like, I mean, I hate to say this out loud, but I'm going to do it anyway, because it's like never waste a tragedy. It's like Democrats do. We need to use footage like that for our campaigns.
Yeah.
Because that is if you cannot see the difference at this point between Democrats and Republicans, liberals and conservatives, it is literally good and evil. That's the difference. Look at that footage and you cannot tell me that we are not the same. We are not.
And it, you know what, along that line, like I saw a message on Twitter yesterday, this is a worry because we are so pro getting out the vote. That's something that we have talked about since we began as Chicks on the Right. We've always talked about how important it is to get out the vote. And I see so many conservatives who are frustrated by a thing. And that thing could be different per person, right? But some people are frustrated by JD Vance not calling out, you know, Tucker enough. So they are saying, so I'm not going to vote if he's if he's the guy. There's other people who are bent out of shape about Epstein files. They don't think Trump has done enough. They think Republicans are weak on it. So they're not going to vote. And so what's the point? What's the point of not voting? So you're going to get more of this? I mean, that's the thing. You may not be super happy 100% with the candidate that is on the GOP side. You may think it's a uniparty, whatever. I'm telling you, I would rather have the worst, better person than horrible, criminal defending, truly evil people.
Right.
I don't know. I can't believe that people are just going to sit out because they're mad about a certain issue.
I always look at the Reagan, what was it? I'm going to not give this, you know, the credence that to do, but Reagan used to say the 80-20 rule. So like if your candidate or your party is right 80% of the time, or you feel like they're doing a pretty good job 80% of the time, vote for them.
Right.
You know, and I feel like our administration, they're doing pretty good. They're doing the best that they can do 80% of the time. I feel like we're doing all right.
And giving up and not voting is like the dumbest possible strategy ever.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And I'm sick and tired of this guy. I'm just going to go ahead and block you, Texas ass tickler, because I see him in here all the time and I'm just sick and tired of his bullshit. So don't tell me to calm down. Don't tell any woman to calm down.
Yeah, he does that a lot. He does that a lot.
Yeah, I'm just tired of it. So bye. Speaking of New York City and Mamdani, you probably heard, and I don't think we mentioned it yesterday, but Mamdani is basically he's asking for volunteer people to help plow the streets. But he's also saying, and we'll pay people as long as they show 2 pieces of ID.
Oh my God, it's my favorite.
It's so delicious. And so now, because he's not getting enough bites from people to help out, they are taking more tax money to pay more people to shovel snow as long as they've got their ID, you guys.
Amidst this, DSNY has been hard at work to expand their supervision capacity for the snow shoveler program. And as of today, they can now deploy 1,800 New Yorkers per shift.
Okay.
Due to the historic nature of this blizzard, we've increased pay to $30 per hour.
Oh,
you can walk into any DSNY garage until 8 p.m. this evening and then starting again at 9 a.m. tomorrow.
Pretty good.
All you need to bring is 2 forms of ID to ensure you get paid.
Oh my God. Well, I mean, if they didn't have double standards, they'd have no standards at all, right? I mean,
gotta have that ID.
Gotta have your ID, you guys. Shovel snow. You cannot make this up. You just can't.
Oh my gosh. It just gets better and better and better, guys.
Democrats.
I know we talked yesterday about Gavin Newsom, and we have more to cover about him today because there's a clip of him, and I know we played a clip of him from the Dana Bash interview yesterday, but there's another one today that we have because I've never seen him be more phony, and we've seen him be phony a lot.
He's phony all the time.
Exactly. Right.
That's
So
his
that's his
shtick.
default mode. But when he is being asked questions that clearly I don't know if he hasn't prepared for them, isn't comfortable with them. I don't know what the deal is, but the phoniness gets like amped up in a way that it's both phony and also really ineffective for him, because usually he's so like Johnny on the spot with the right phrasing, the right words. He's so sleazy, but effective because there's so many people that fall for it, right?
Yeah,
But
women
in this,
especially. Women.
yeah, exactly, women especially. But in this clip that you're about to see in a little bit, it's like his guard is down somewhat and he is struggling a little bit. So he says ridiculous phrases like, the point is the point. And what matters is what matters.
So he's Kamala. He's
he
Kamala
totally gets super Kamala.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to show that to you in just a second. But first we have to show you some of the memes that were going around, especially this one because of how racist he was the other day, saying, I'm a 960 IQ guy. And so now people are putting his face on the George Floyd famous photo.
I can't read.
It says I
Oh my
can't
God.
read instead of I can't breathe. And so End Wokeness is the account that put this out, and Gavin Newsom's team not happy about
I bet they're
that.
not. I bet they're not.
But look at how they spun it. They said, it's absolutely vile how MAGA is using Newsom's dyslexia to mock Black people. It's racist. It's cruel. It's who they are.
Right. We're the racists. Okay. All right. Uh-huh.
I mean, this is incredible spin, you guys. And even End Wokeness was, oh my God, look at how they are spinning it. They're
try.
Shameless. Absolutely shameless. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah. Listen, Democrats are famous for being racist. This is what they do. And famous for doing like the Black speak when they get in front of Black people.
Switching.
Kamala did it. Kamala did it during her campaign. She's like, we're going to win in November. Remember when she did that remember? Hillary did it. Remember Hillary did it in the Black church. Did you guys remember? You guys remember when she did that? And then Biden is a blatant racist.
Yeah.
All the stuff.
So many examples.
Clean and articulate. And you can't go into a 7-Eleven unless you have a slight Indian accent. And, poor kids are just as talented as white kids. Remember? You guys remember? They are racists. They are. They just act like they're not. And they project all that stuff onto us. Whatever. We see you.
And they also don't even believe that Black people are smart enough to get ID.
Exactly.
I mean, what more evidence do you need? You know what I mean?
Totally.
These people are
they're racist.
They're racist and probably drunk. And by the way, we have a new sponsor that can help you if you do a little too much drinking.
Yeah, this is this is really cool, you guys, because like after the age of 30, even when you drink responsibly, like if you have a few glasses of wine, or like in my case, Prosecco, I feel like a truck hit me the next day. Like, because I'll only
the older
have
you get, the less tolerance you have.
Right. I only have like 2 or 3 glasses because I don't really drink a whole lot. But if I do, that's what I'll have. And like there are more negative effects from alcohol than just dehydration, because it has a depressant effect on you, right? And it affects your liver. And so, even like a few alcoholic drinks, it makes your sleep not good.
That's the thing. Like when I have wine now, which I always love a glass of wine when we go out to dinner. And now I can't sleep when I have a glass of wine. So I'm less likely to drink wine, and I really like wine.
Right. So your sleep sucks. And then the next day you feel like a truck hit you. And so this Cheers Restore is really cool because it's like a after alcohol aid. You take it after your last drink before you go to bed. And they say you feel like 50% better the next day, or your money back. So, they say like 2 drinks feel like 1 the next morning. And all you do is take 3 capsules after your last drink or before bed. It's not for like college drinkers. Okay. We're not talking about like the binge drinking. If you have 12 tequila shots, you're probably going to feel rough. Okay.
No matter what.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about a normal adult responsibly having like 2 or 3 glasses of wine. Okay. And you're going to feel good in the morning. You're going to feel better. It was on Shark Tank, and it's been sold in over like 30,000 stores. They've sold over 50 million doses of this, and it has all these 5-star reviews. People love it. So it's a really cool product. You should check it out. For a limited time, you can get 20% off your entire order by using code CHICKS20 at cheershealth.com. Visit cheershealth.com. Use code CHICKS20. Do it.
I'm excited to try it. Like I just got it in the mail, and now I'm like,
cool.
okay, well, I'm going to be less afraid to have wine with dinner. I'm going to test this out and see if I can sleep. I'll report back. So speaking of Gavin Newsom, he and Sean Hannity were having a back and forth on X that was getting very, 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 very
Spicy.
juicy, you guys.
Very spicy.
And it started with Sean Hannity making a comment about the 960 SAT thing. He said, Gavin Newsom thinks a 960 SAT makes him like Black Americans. Let that sink in. And Gavin, of course, fought back saying, you didn't give a shit about the president of the United States of America posting an ape video of President Obama or calling African nations shitholes, but you're going to call me racist for talking about my lifelong struggle with dyslexia? Spare me your fake fucking outrage, Sean.
Oh my God, it's so funny. Listen, a lot of African nations are shitholes. How is that racist?
It's not. It's
how
just
is
a
that
fact.
Seriously, how is that racist? I don't understand. What does that have to do with the people that live there saying that their countries are kind of shitholy? I don't see. It's not a racist thing to say. Like, these people don't understand. You are actually racist. You don't understand that you are, because you're doing it. And it's like, you can't see how racist you are, Gavin. You did. You were like, hi, I have a 960 SAT. I'm just like you. You dumb black person. I can't read.
By the way, the dyslexia thing. I mean, this is the new stutter. This is just the new Biden stutter.
Right.
And that's all this is. This is something that he wants to be able to blame any mistake he makes on the campaign trail. He's going to use this as a crutch, the same way that the media used stuttering as a crutch for Biden, which was utterly false, fake news, just like this is. So Sean wrote back. And here is what Sean said. He said, you didn't give a shit being Joe Biden's public spokesperson, knowing Joe Biden partnered with the former Klansman Robert Byrd as they tried to prevent the integration of public schools. So spare me your effing fake, phony, feigned outrage. And how about you get homeowners building permits in the Pacific Palisades instead of making an ass out of yourself daily?
Yeah. Well, that would mean that he'd have to actually do his job.
He went on a completely separate diatribe. You can read this one if you can. Is it too small? Can you read it?
I don't see it yet. I don't see it. There we go. Okay. Well, here we go. It is amazing. You are now a full-time world traveler, full-time ex-poster, full-time Trump stalker, full-time podcaster, and now full-time author, and no-show governor as your state collapses.
So
if you gave a shit about the people of California, you would make sure fire hydrants and reservoirs had water for predictable wildfires and winds, lower taxes, resolve homelessness, fix your broken educational system, balance your budget, stop rewarding and protecting illegal immigrants. That's bankrupting your state. And some are committing the most violent crimes versus your citizens and causing the largest mass migration out of your state as a result. Spare me your phony lectures about your impoverished life. Tell us more about the safaris you went on as a child. Your slick hair gel, shtick, and bullshit is getting old. You are the worst governor in our country.
Oh,
Sean.
Snap.
He's right. He's absolutely right.
Completely right.
He's like, oh God, I got a 960 on my SAT and I grew up a poor black child. Shut up. Shut up, Gavin. Like, we've seen pictures of you in your little polo shirts in private
Right, with your
school.
Burberry scarf, please.
God, you absolute loser.
And Governor Tate Reeves from Mississippi also chimed in on this particular issue. And I loved this response. Please read it.
This seems like a good time to remind you that a black student in Mississippi is 2.5 times more likely to read proficiently by 4th grade than if he or she lived in California. We'd be happy to send you one of our reading coaches to assist you, Gavin. Learning is a lifelong journey, and you might achieve some of the gains that our black 4th graders have. Incidentally, one nice feature of increased literacy is that you do not have to fall back on vulgarity to seem passionate. Let me know. Governor Tate Reeves for the win. Okay.
That was so good.
The greatest.
So good.
Absolute greatest. Gavin Newsom is a racist. He is an elitist, racist punk.
Yep.
And he's inept. He can't do his job. And so this is what he does. He podcasts now.
Yeah, and he's,
Loser.
I mean, listen, I
God.
promised you that ridiculous video where he says deeply profound things like the point is the point.
The point is the point.
But right before we get to that, I want to show you also one tweet from Andrew Colvett about Gavin, because Gavin is invoking Charlie Kirk's name in recent interviews, talking about how Charlie Kirk was the first guest that he had. And Andrew Colvett wanted to make some points about Gavin using Charlie Kirk's name in that way. And here, if you could read what Andrew said.
Gavin Newsom just invoked Charlie's name again while trying to backtrack on his comments from when Charlie was the first guest on his new podcast in 2025. He's trying to thread the needle and play both sides on the transgender issue and failing. Newsom told Charlie that men and women's sports was deeply unfair. He said it to try a balloon a pivot back to sanity for his party after Trump's popular vote victory. He got destroyed for months by the activist radical base of the Democratic Party. So now he's pivoting back to appease the far left. This all reminds me of the very first thing Charlie said after his interview with Gavin Newsom as we were driving away from the podcast. He said, "Boy, does that guy want to be president." Then he added that he'd never met anybody who could lie so easily and seamlessly while looking you straight in the eye. Newsom could pass a lie detector test no matter how bold or wild the lie was.
I so believe that.
Charlie was, of course, right. That was Gavin Newsom then, and it remains true now. I bet that Charlie, I don't know, maybe I'd venture to say that the only other person that could lie so seamlessly while looking you straight in the eye now, next to Gavin Newsom, would be Candace.
Yep. I mean, they are
Snakes.
psychopaths. They like are literal psychopaths. For real.
They'll do anything for power and money, these people.
You're going to see it so clearly in this video that I've been hyping now for the past 15 minutes. But now you're really going to see it. So again, this is Gavin with Dana Bash, and she's talking to him about running for president and if he plans to do that and what's going to make the decision. And the aw shucks and the gesturing and the ridiculous, nonsensical, what he thinks are profound statements are just, this is phony as can be. You guys get ready.
Last question. What are the metrics that will determine whether you run for president?
There's 5 of them. Dutch, Brooklyn, Hunter. You get the drift.
Want me to help you name the rest of your kids?
No. But the biggest one is Jennifer. So,
exactly.
It's gonna look. This book was dedicated to them. I wish this was a book my parents wrote.
Do they want you to run?
And it's gonna be. I don't know. It depends on the day. And my son Romy, it was very powerful. Texted me a few months ago when there was some headline that suggested that I had made some decision, and he goes, "Dad, are you running president?" I said, "No, we'll do the decision as a family." He goes, "You can't." I said, "Why?" He goes, "I'm too young. You need to spend more time with us." I mean, how do you deal with that one? I screenshot it. If I have my phone, I'd show you.
How do you deal with that one?
Exactly. I'm asking you. Come on.
I'm not running for president.
No,
it's not
that's the point, and the point is the point. And so what matters is what matters.
The point is the point.
Like what matters is what matters. And that's
and then going back
hard.
to the book, your mother didn't want you to even get this far in politics.
And I think, that text, so that's why I talk about fate, but it will be done as a family, and it'll be done as a unit, and it'll be done in a partnership with these magnificent creatures. I'm just so blessed. The 2 boys, 2 girls, and people say their kids are perfect. Mine are not. They're perfectly imperfect.
Oh my God.
This is such fakery. This is so fake.
They're perfectly imperfect, you guys.
Oh my God, what a snake this guy is.
He's just the absolute worst. The absolute. Right? And more women are like, "Oh God, oh God, I love him. He said perfectly imperfect. Oh God."
Oh my God, so just unnerving. You know what I mean? Like everything about him is.
He's just the sleaziest sleaze in Sleaze Town.
Yeah, you just don't get sleazier than that.
No, and total snake.
Oh my God. You guys, speaking of animals like snakes, let's talk about dogs for a minute.
Snakes don't eat rough greens, but dogs do. They totally do. The dogs do. Yep. Listen, we give it to all of our dogs. The shepherds absolutely love this stuff. Okay. I mean, Coda does too. But
Maisie loves it.
Coda does too, but the shepherds, I mean, especially Bear. Bear is like, he will wait until I put it in his bowl. He waits. He looks at me like, are you going to put that green stuff in? And then I do, and he licks his bowl clean. We've seen such improvements in both of our shepherds, especially with like their coats, because Bear was kind of gross when we got him. And now he's like super shiny and really soft because it provides all the essential vitamins, minerals, probiotics, digestive enzymes, omega oils. It helps improve their coats, definitely, but then also maintains joint and muscle health. It improves their energy. You can just tell.
And their breath.
Yeah, their breath too. You can just tell when dogs are using this stuff, when you're giving it to your dogs. It definitely helps them, stay alert, active, mobile. It just makes them healthier, you guys. It's like it takes that dead food, which I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. We feed our dogs really cheap food. That's what we do because we have to feed 3 gigantic dogs. Like one of them eats 14 cups a day. So we have a lot of food we got to give them.
God.
Exactly. The Dane eats 14 cups a day. So we feed them a lot of food. And so we put Rough Greens on it to make sure that they get all of the nutrients that they need to get. And they do. So right now you can get a free Jumpstart trial bag. Just cover shipping. Use discount code CHICKS to claim your free bag at roughchicks.com. That's rough, RUFF, chicks.com, promo code CHICKS. Try it. They will love it. It's good stuff.
Do it. I just feel like if we need supplements, then so do our pets.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
So you should give them a good
They have Meow Greens. Yes, T Medium Publishing.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get to some good stuff because then we also have some bad stuff. And so I want to make sure that we are a balanced program today. And what's better than the men's hockey team, I ask you? And there continue to be great stories coming out from the team. They arrived in Miami to a hero's welcome yesterday, which was really neat. And as they were getting off the plane, many of them were interviewed by reporters. Jack Hughes, of course, was one of them with his toothless smile. He was so precious. And he was asked about, what did you think when in the midst of the game, you get a bunch of teeth knocked out and you're like bleeding everywhere. And, in hockey, this is a normal occurrence.
It is.
Certainly does not stop a player from playing. And so he talked about that a little bit, but also had a really great message for kids who are coming up the hockey ranks.
It sounds like definitely crazy for you guys because just different profession, but in hockey, like if you lose your teeth, it's not even a question of like coming back and playing. That's like a automatic. So I just like was feeling around my mouth and I was just disappointed I lost my teeth, but it is what it is now. So mid thing, he's interrupting me, but I don't know. I'm gonna fix these things. I want my good smile back.
Last one. Can you give us a smile? I do. There are some young fans here. What are your messages? What's your message to young hockey players, to young fans?
Yeah, like that was the best. Honestly, the gold medal. It's so important for us because we worked so hard to get to that point, and it's for us. But the best part is for like I was saying this. The day of the gold medal, it's for all the guys that have come before us and, all the young kids that are going to come after us. So just like, when I was a kid, I was growing up dreaming of being where I'm at now. And in 10 years, there's going to be another Austin Matthews. There's going to be another Matthew Tkachuk and another Quinn Hughes. So that's why we play and we want to, leave USA Hockey in a better place than it was when we first got there.
He's just such a good kid.
Isn't he just the best?
He really is. And he has been so good for patriotism and for love of country and for like, I guess I don't want to say the left because the left they hate this, right? They hate people who say, God, I love America. But the right, he's such a beacon, I think, for the people on the right who love our country and love this and like real men, real alpha men. He's that.
Yes, he totally is that.
Yeah.
And you can just tell, he oozes goodness.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He's just such a good dude.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard elsewhere, I don't have the clip, but I heard him also talking about, because they're all going to be at the State of the Union tonight, which will be, if the Democrats don't stand for these boys, I am going to lose my shit. I'm sorry, but I'm going to completely lose it.
They won't. I guarantee you that there will at least be some of them who don't. It'll be like the squad biatches.
Oh my God.
You know.
Anyway, so they're going to be there. And I heard, I don't even remember what the news station was or who the reporter was, but basically trying to talk to him, Jack Hughes, about the politics of them going to the White House, to the State of the Union. And he said, everything's about politics. We're just athletes and we're just proud to be American and representing our country. That is all an athlete should ever say.
Yes.
So the athletes that I get pissed off at in the Olympics are the ones that are like, well, just because I'm representing America doesn't mean I like everything America is doing. Save it. This is not the time or place.
Agreed.
Shut your face and with anything other than love of country. You're there to represent the United States, good or bad.
That's right.
Talking politics, that's for a different time. You scumbags.
It's
I can't
like,
root for you when you're like that.
Right. It's like your family. You know, I look at it like your family. Like I don't always agree with everything that happens in my family, but it's my family. And like I'm always gonna speak highly of my family. When I'm talking to you, like my immediate family is my immediate family. I will literally throw down if you say anything bad about my family. I don't know. We fight sometimes. There's disagreements. There's things that we don't always agree on, but I will throw down if you say anything about my family. I feel that way about America. We should all feel that way about America because we're all Americans. We're all in the family together, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what people are like, well, but reporters are asking them political questions. Then you do what Jack did. And you say, I'm not into politics. I'm here to represent the country and the United States. I'm super proud to be an American and I'm an athlete. That's why I'm here. Bye. End of story. The women's team, who of course also won gold against Canada, have politely declined President Trump's invitation to the State of the Union. They have said, we're sincerely grateful for the invitation extended to our gold medal winning U.S. women's hockey team and deeply appreciate the recognition of their extraordinary achievement due to the timing and previously scheduled academic and professional commitments following the games. The athletes are unable to participate.
I don't know how I feel about this.
I feel like utter garbage about it. I think it's utter bullshit. What you're going to tell me that academic and professional commitments somehow trump going to the White House and the State of the Union?
Yeah, because it's weird how the guys are like, we're there. Like literally, they didn't even have to think about it. They had a phone call from the president. The president's like, I want you to be there. And they're like, we're there. Like one of them said that and they all were like, we're there. So I mean, I just feel like
I'm sorry. I don't know. If you have like someone in your family that's in the hospital, okay. But an entire team has other commitments. No, you reschedule the other commitments.
Yeah. And I mean, I saw some people that were getting mad yesterday because the women weren't getting enough attention as the men. Maybe this is why. Maybe this is why. The men are like super patriotic. They're like America, go. I mean, why would you turn this down? This is,
I just think it's bizarre.
Bad luck.
Yeah. And then of course, Gavin Newsom says another win for the U.S. women's hockey team because they're not going.
Yeah.
That's a bad look for Gavin Newsom.
It is.
Who wants to run for president of the country.
Yeah, it's a total bad look for Gavin Newsom. But if Gavin Newsom is agreeing with you, oh my God, reconsider what you're doing in life.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, what an opportunity. You don't miss out on that opportunity. No. I don't know what the girls are doing. One of the governor, Kash got so much shit for being at the Olympics in general. Gretchen Whitmer was there cheering on the women's hockey team. And I'm only playing this clip because I am mystified by how much Botox she has in her face.
Right.
Like I think she has used all of it.
I'm surprised we didn't use the opener. Don't F with your face. We should have totally done that.
I mean, she would absolutely be a candidate because nothing on her face can move normally anymore.
She looks like a demon now. She kind of looks like somebody else is running the show and it's somebody from the dark side. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, if you're looking for Botox, they may be out because all of it is in Gretchen's face.
All of it.
All of it. Here is the evidence.
The gold team USA.
Oh my
I
God.
scored the winning goal, but it was amazing. Everyone played so great.
Nothing is moving.
Man, they stuck to it, won in overtime. Phenomenal.
Wow. She looks like the Joker.
Like,
she's got,
it was
and she's
so
even got like, it's so smooth. Like there's a pointy chin happening there. Like she's, that's
Don't
not
up with
gonna,
your face, you guys. Don't.
yeah,
do
she
it.
does look like a vampire, Ohio Blue Healer. She looks like a vampire. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Which
She's
tracks.
scary.
It tracks.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Keith Olbermann is one of the worst humans ever. I mean, he's just absolutely disgusting individual. And so he is now ripping on the men's team because they're going. And so he said the women's team is made up of patriots. The men's team, self-absorbed scumbag misogynists.
Okay. All right. Seriously.
What the hell?
He's just, this is the thing. It's kind of like the people who are mad about the beer drinking. Like if you're one of those people, should we send you a tampon, Keith? Are you okay? He hates these guys because he's not these guys.
Yeah. Oh my God. He could never.
Never.
He could never even understand what a 20th of that testosterone amount feels like. Oh my God. And then all the people that are like, oh my God, Kash was so inappropriate because he drank beer. You guys, this is coming from this party. Okay. Vince Coglianese posted this and I was like, this is so perfect. Right.
Right.
This is who they celebrated. These kinds of like perverted, fetishizing weirdos.
Right.
And they're mad because Kash had beer.
Yeah. I mean, Keith is just mad because he pees sitting down. That's why. We all know that you do. I mean, this is the thing. They're real men. Those guys are real men. And listen, the beer thing is so stupid because I'm old enough to remember Obama's beer summit. You guys remember?
Oh, yeah. There's plenty of pictures of Obama drinking all kinds of beer.
Right. In 2009, because he was like, I'm a regular guy. I'm going to like drink beer to try to work things out here. You guys remember that? It was okay when Obama did it. Not okay when Kash does it. And he actually enjoys the beer with a bunch of like actual athletes that are real men. Okay. We see the double standard again.
And MSNBC or whatever it's called now, MS Now, I think MS Now is what it's called now.
MS Now.
So they did a whole story about how it was wrong of Kash to be at the Olympics because, you know, he's using taxpayer dollars to be there, even though in the next breath, you will hear them say he did have several business meetings to attend. So he was actually there on business and then also got invited to join the boys in the locker room. So the way that they frame it, even it's like they're negating their own point as they're making their point. But just the way that they position Kash's appearance in the locker room, the whole thing is just so MSNBC.
It is.
What's Patel have to say to all this backlash?
Well, Chris, he's not apologizing. In fact, he's saying that his friends on the men's Olympic hockey team, all of whom are NHL players, invited him into the locker room after the game. But look, nobody believes that Kash Patel would have been in that locker room were he not the FBI director. And he flew over there, as you said, on the taxpayer's dime in a private jet. And yes, he had official meetings. He had several meetings with FBI officials and Italian law enforcement, but those are not hard to set up. The real question is, when did he decide to take this trip? Did he decide when he realized that the U.S. team was going to be in the medal round? Because as you said, back in July, when the NHL announced they were allowing professional players to play on the Olympic team, Patel posted on X that he would definitely be in Milan to watch these games. And he sure was. And there was never a doubt that he was going to be at the game. But those videos, particularly the one you just showed, what my sources are saying inside the FBI and former officials is that he really is rubbing the Americans' noses in the fact that he was not only at the game, was celebrating with the players. And some people we've talked to really question the propriety of doing that. Perfectly normal to celebrate a big win like that by chugging beer and spraying champagne or whatever. But typically, you don't see the FBI director doing something like that. In fact, there's a rule that the FBI agents should not be drinking while on the job. And so a lot of people today, even supporters of Donald Trump and supporters of Kash Patel, are privately questioning whether this was a good idea, Chris.
No one's privately questioning it. Nobody is. And this pearl clutching over taxpayer dollars. Oh my God, $75,000 being spent. These are the same people who are like, Doge is bad. We love waste.
Right.
Waste is great. And like they don't give a shit about the Somali migrants stealing billions from the American taxpayer. And they're clutching their pearls over this. F you, MS, whatever you're called now.
And
like,
Dan Bongino made it perfectly clear that yes, he was there on business because you idiots, LA is hosting the next Olympics. And guess who's going to be in charge of security and dealing with all. So he was looking at Milan to see how the security apparatus was all in place. There were absolutely legitimate reasons for him to be there, to be meeting with Italian law enforcement, as even MS Now said, but they can't help themselves.
No,
they just can't.
The feigning outrage over the taxpayer dollars, though. I mean, seriously. Since when do you care about taxpayer dollars being spent anywhere? Take all the seats.
Naturally, the women of The View, very, very upset about this.
Naturally.
Here is Sarah Haynes.
And he's behaving like he's like a member of Animal House on that show. Beyond the money, it's the optics for me, because I'm a little old school, but I like when the law enforcement and directors of FBI were like serious and like borderline boring. Like, I don't want to see them. I want to know they're hard at work because there's so much going on. Today, we wake up hearing about the head of a Mexican cartel being killed. And we know that there was a shooting and someone died at Mar-a-Lago over the weekend.
Guthrie is still missing.
So Nancy Guthrie is missing. There's just, right now, the world doesn't feel settled or stable. And you've got the head of the FBI and the visual of chugging a beer in a locker room. I just think it doesn't, he's already under scrutiny for 1,000 reasons because this administration has not been the defining of competence. So I think when you have someone like that with all that's going on, and then that's what you see, I just think it's a bit of an insult to the American.
Yeah, she's old fashioned. She's super old fashioned, you guys.
School.
Yeah, she was totally fine when like the old Secretary of Health was a fat dude who dressed like a woman. She's super old fashioned. These women are. I can't take any of these people seriously. I can't.
And then I don't even know who the lady is that's filling in for Farah, Alyssa. I forget which one is her first name and which one is her last name, but that chick that's gone on maternity leave, somebody was filling in and she is also an idiot.
It wasn't because he was concerned about hanging around in the men's hockey locker room. I thought we were supposed to keep politics out of the locker room for the record. And also, I feel bad for those Olympians because they can't say no. Sure, maybe some of them wanted him in there, but they can't say no to the FBI director. And he took their moment.
They invited him. They are the one. You think somebody forced them to put the gold medal around his neck? I mean, for her to act as though they were all basically under duress partying with Kash Patel is so utterly ridiculous. I can't.
Side note, did they just pull some chick out of the audience to like host The View? Who is that? I have no idea who that is.
No idea.
I am oblivious to who that chick is. So I'm assuming they just pulled somebody out of they're like, you'll do.
Yeah, I mean, they're just, they've got fill-ins for Farah Alyssa.
Okay.
Or Alyssa Farah.
Alyssa, whatever. First name lady. Yeah, okay.
And then Piers Morgan accidentally showed his, I mean, I don't want to say, I'm not going to say that Piers Morgan is an anti-Semite, but he does have some prejudice. And it was made very, very clear because a lot of people pointed out that Jack Hughes is Jewish. He has a Jewish father, or I'm sorry, a Jewish mother. And so he is Jewish, and he's got a Catholic dad. Right. And so a lot of Jewish people were very pleased to point out, like, this Jewish hockey player, Jack Hughes, scored the game-winning goal. And Piers didn't like that. And he said, it's an American hockey player. Who cares what religion he adheres to? And like, I understand his point to some degree, except that he is the last person who should ever be saying that, because whenever there's been a Muslim something or other, a first, he is the first person to point it out.
Yeah.
So he congratulated some first Muslim to captain England at cricket. He congratulated Sadiq Khan for being London's first Muslim mayor. Why do those things matter? If in fact it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. I told you
but
yesterday.
If it's somebody Jewish that's getting congratulated, can't have that. Then
can't have it. Got to downplay it. I told you yesterday, I go, man, some of my favorite people now are like, you know, the kids of like a Jewish and a Catholic set of parents.
Yeah.
Because that's Mock.
Yeah, I'm the reverse of Jack. Because my dad is Jewish and my mom is Catholic.
It's a good combo to raise you.
Okay, and then our friend Ami Kozak did a skit about Candace, what her coverage of the men's hockey win would look like. And it was just so perfect. He does Candace so well, you guys.
All right, you guys, today on the show, we're going to be discussing a big story in the Olympics. We all saw Jack Hughes, a Jewish hockey player, somehow scored the winning goal against Canada. Somehow, magically, at some point at the very end of the game, he was able to score a winning score against Canada. It seems very obvious. It's so obvious that the puck was Mossad, was connected to Mossad in some way.
Totally.
These white hockey players were hitting a black puck, like the black neck of a black woman. Was Ben Shapiro involved? I don't know. We'll see. Somehow the puck may have been Mossad. We're going to talk about that. We're going to discuss that. And the referees may have been to Epstein's Island. I was watching how they were skating and they were making an interesting pattern on the ice. We're going to look at that. I think it's important also to notice that at no point during the game did they bring out the Zamboni. They never brought out the Zamboni.
They didn't.
And the ice didn't seem to be melting, even though it was clearly 30 degrees. It was definitely 30 degrees in the rink at the time, but at no point did the ice melt. It's all very curious. It's all very interesting. We're going to be covering that. We're covering that on today's show. See you then, guys.
Yep, it is. It's very curious. The Zamboni.
Oh God, that leads us to.
Oh God, I don't want to talk about her. I'm gonna rage. I'm just gonna rage.
I know.
I am not in the mood.
Angry.
I have not had enough freaking coffee today to deal with this bitch. I can't. I'm just saying it. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not in the mood. I'm so over her, and I'm over all these people that are. We've been calling her out since shoulder pads. Okay.
It's been way before anything ever happened to Charlie. I can tell you that right now.
Somebody to sue her. I just need it to happen. I'm so over it, Mock.
I know. And I hate showing this because it made me seethe so hard. And I know so many people were so angry about this teaser that you're about to see for her Erica Kirk series, which this is so demonic in so many ways, but you need to see it because more people need to call this out. Ignoring it is not the answer. She has way too many psychotic followers that are lapping this up and not enough people countering her and telling her that she's a demon. So brace yourselves because this is happening. This is going to be released tomorrow. It's probably going to get more viewers than any other video she's ever done ever.
Completely macabre.
Good. Oh God, it is infuriating. Here it is.
President Trump says that Kirk has died after he was shot from a nearby building.
After being shot at Utah Valley University.
The great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead.
The cries of this widow will echo around the world like a battle cry.
I didn't even get to give him a kiss goodbye.
That young man, I forgive him.
Take your time.
Erica Kirk has been named the new CEO of Turning Point USA.
My husband's dead. I'm not trying to be morbid, but he's dead.
It's weird to say excited.
Describes her husband's funeral as the event of the century. Merch, hats.
We have 50,000 plus hat orders.
Nobody knows why she's out there in a glittering pantsuit in a recreated tent that her husband tragically was murdered in, throwing merch out.
Everyone grieves differently, so if someone's acting weird, don't read into that.
Zionists, the Prime Minister of Israel, all lied through their teeth about Charlie Kirk.
Her operation was in Constanta, the epicenter of Romania's trafficking scandal.
Weird conversations to have with a 15-year-old. I'm going to touch your butt.
$8.6 million to their own shell company.
What is going on?
We have nothing to hide. My aunt used to tell me, never do something that you don't want on the front page of a newspaper.
It's just so vile that I can't I almost can't believe it. Like, again, she surprises me. Every time I think she's hit rock bottom, she somehow digs even deeper.
Yep. She is the opposite of what it means to be Christ-like.
Oh,
keep using the term Christ is king. Keep doing that. This is crazy. It's crazy.
Seth Dillon tweeted out like a picture from the promo saying, what would Charlie have to say about this? And what would he think of his so-called friends who cannot summon the courage to say it for him?
Right.
And she wrote back to that. Read her response.
My guess, he's thinking he should have brought me to the Hamptons. But when the story didn't add up, he knew I would outwork you filthy traitors. It's just unbelievable. Hey, you remember when Meghan like mediated and brokered the two women to come together around December 15th? You remember that? And she said it was God's role for her to possibly play a role in getting this thing to a better place. We had a better place.
Good
job. We had a better place, you guys? Because I feel like this isn't a better place. I don't know. Just curious.
Yeah, that did not work out well. Did not work out well.
Yeah.
And again, I see a lot of people on Twitter. I saw somebody even yet this morning who was like, I can't take this anymore. And I feel like we're all giving her the attention that she craves. And the best way to deal with this problem is to simply mute or block anybody that's even talking about her, even if they are defending Erica. I could not disagree with that more. More people need to defend Erica.
Right.
And the reason not to be silent, the reason to fight back is the same reason that you fight back against anti-Semitism. And you can take that from Libs.
I say to you in front of these vilifications, do not cower. Do not bend. Do not bow your head. Fight back. Because people respect those who respect themselves. And the minorities that fought back, whether it's the blacks or the gays or women, they fought back. And what we have to do as Jews, both here in Israel and in the various Jewish communities around the world, beginning with the United States, is to fight back. Silence will not help. Looking askance will not help. Fight back.
I just don't understand how that isn't obvious to people.
Yeah, well, like I said, we've said this many times. We've been steadfast about all this stuff. I mean, I've not liked her since shoulder pads. So
speaking of fighting back against anti-Semitism, friend of the show, Monica Crowley, is a very, very good ambassador for Israel and for fighting anti-Semitism. And here she was at a recent speech saying she is not afraid to do that.
I am a Christian. I am also a Zionist. And I support the state of Israel wherever and whenever I can. I am totally unafraid to do so. And I have to say, this might sound a little corny, but every time I go out on the national airwaves on Fox News or national radio or in print and national newspapers, every time I go out and defend Israel, speak the truth about Islam, speak the truth about Israel and its enemies, I feel the power of God with me. And as we all know, if God is with you, who can be against you?
Right.
I do it every chance I get. Support Israel, support her soldiers.
God bless you, Monica.
Right?
We love her. She is one of the good ones.
She is one of the good ones. And then, you heard her say too about how you got to fight against Islam and the creep of Islam in our own country. Yeah. There's I love this clip because you know how hot Bibi was when he was younger. So hot, you guys.
And his voice is like a stick of butter. Right.
So here is a 28-year-old Bibi talking about whether or not there can be peace in the region, and whether Palestinians should have their own state. And I loved his answers to both of these questions.
Do the Palestinians have a right to a separate state?
Now, no one is denying that there are Palestinian Arabs. There's a very distinguished Palestinian Arab sitting right next to me. But the Palestinians themselves, in the Palestinian National Covenant, the very first article, say that the people of Palestine, quote, are part of the Arab nation. Well, let's look at the Arab nation. It has 21 states, an area roughly the size of the United States, and 1/6 of the entire world's wealth. Now, add to that the fact that there already exists a Palestinian state, and that is Jordan, 60% of whose population is Palestinian. I think it's quite interesting that Yasser Arafat and King Hussein, who are bitter enemies, agree on one thing, that Jordan is a Palestinian state. So what we're talking about is a demand for a 22nd Arab state and a second Palestinian state.
Can we have peace in the Middle East?
Very briefly, please.
Yes, I sincerely hope so. Look, I'm 28 years old. I've had to defend my country in 2 wars and in many battles. Nobody wants peace more than Israel. But the stumbling block to the road for peace is this demand for a PLO state, which will mean more war, which will mean more violence in the Middle East. And I sincerely believe, if this demand is abandoned, we can have real and genuine peace.
He was hot.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he was like 28.
How many more states does Islam need? I ask you.
Well, they're looking to conquer the United States right now. And Americans don't seem to give a crap about that. I do. I do. I'm not afraid to say it. That's what they're doing. That's why they're here. They don't want to like come and melt into the pot. They want to conquer us, you guys. Wake up.
100%. Jamie Mitchell, this was actually an older tweet, I think from a few years ago, but it's making the rounds again. And so she actually reposted it and it's so good. And she said, liberals need to calm down. President Trump's not going to harm gay people, bring back slavery or strip women of their rights. He's not a Muslim.
Exactly.
Which is absolutely perfect. And if you don't think that this is an infiltration, an invasion, a conquering in the making, take it from an American Muslim who is very, very active apparently in the Raleigh, North Carolina Islamic Association, where he recently made these comments.
We've got the secret sauce that the world needs to know, and this country needs in particular, to redeem itself. This country, if you didn't know the history, is based off of the extermination of the indigenous people and mass enslavement of Africans.
Oh my God.
That's what built this country. Oh my God. It's a miracle Allah hasn't buried this country into the sea already. But we do believe in redemption in Islam. We do believe that things can turn around if people repent and they fix up and they make it good. Of all the possibilities, if the United States is going to get right, I can't think of a way. This is what Malcolm said. It's redemption. Islam is the solution for America. It's the only way for America to redeem itself.
No.
There's no other way. There's other things that, and you know what? As we see one group fall off after another, we see how deep all of this evil is. It seems again like we're brought here for a very, very important purpose. We have to take that purpose very, very seriously.
We're handing it over to him too. Oh yeah, F that, F you. I reject it. But all around me, I live in Texas. It's happening in Dallas. It's happening in Houston. These beautiful suburbs are being taken over by Islam, and people are just allowing it to happen. They're just bending over and allowing. We are handing our country over to these people because people
they don't want to be called. Yeah,
they don't want to be called the names. God forbid you get called a name, you pussies.
Oh my God. And just a reminder, this is how they think about women.
Women are objectified when they wear, less clothes. I mean, the less clothes that she wears, the more revealing she is, the more skin that's displayed, the more the woman is objectified. And she's seen less intelligent, and she's also belittled and degraded. I believe that the reason why women get raped is because of the clothing they're wearing. You take a piece of meat and you place it on top of a tree. Lions see it. They're not going to let it go. They're going to eat that piece of meat.
Yeah, This is what Possum Lady wants, and all of her white liberal elitist friends. This is what they want. Somebody send that to her.
So obviously Konstantin Kisin is in the UK and he sees what's happening in the UK. And he was on Andrew Gold's podcast talking about people just not understanding the danger of Islam because they don't really understand what Islam is all about. Here he is to explain.
What are we told every time there's an Islamist terrorist attack? We are told that the biggest victims of Islamist terrorism around the world are Muslims. It's true. That actually is true. We are told that the Muslim community is peaceful and loving and these people don't represent them. Okay, well, Let's take them at their word. Let's crack down super hard on Islamist extremism. And if the Muslim community in this country want to quibble with the way that we are cracking down it, we can remind them of the things that they've told us, which is that they are against extremism, they're against terrorism, and they should be our biggest supporters in rooting this out. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Right. Do you?
And it's something that we've seen in the UAE, for example.
Right. The UAE and Saudi Arabia and Uzbekistan, where I was earlier this year with my dad, they've all cracked the problem of Islamist terrorism because they don't have political correctness. So they don't pretend. They go, these are Islamists. They want to kill all of us. They hate us because we don't want a caliphate. Let's put them in jail. Let's ban the Muslim Brotherhood. And some of my biggest fans that I speak to on a regular basis are influential people in the UAE and Saudi Arabia who are basically saying, why aren't you taking a leaf out of our playbook, you idiots? I mean, there's the foreign secretary of the United Arab Emirates who said in like 2016, he's on camera saying, in Europe, you're going to have terrorist attack after terrorist attack after terrorist attack because you think you know Islam and you don't. And so if we are just honest about the problem, which is there is a subset of that community who are in favor of terrorism, who are in favor of violence, and we root that out, we can coexist peacefully with everybody else that lives in this country. And that's what I'd like.
How does that look practically?
It looks practically like banning extremist organizations. It looks practically like it being extremely harsh on people who participate in terrorism, even at low levels. Look, I've said this before. I don't really see why we should be having Islamist terrorists in British prisons on British soil indoctrinating their fellow prisoners. Put them on a fucking island somewhere and they can indoctrinate each other for the rest of their life.
Exactly. And we need to adopt that. We need to adopt that here and quick. You know, people like Greg Abbott, sorry, if you disagree with me, I don't apologize. He's been useless on this issue. He's been absolutely spineless because he could have done something a long time ago and he did it. And now we've got that on the ballot in Texas. Just now we're talking about this. It's about
and
10
who's
years-
going to come out to vote?
Right. It's about 10 years too late. Texas. Like, I mean, these people on our side, spineless because they're afraid of being called names. Oh,
a lot of people are saying Gitmo, which I 100% agree with.
Totally agree. Yeah.
Place. Here's an interesting, this is absolutely crazy and mind-blowing and hilarious, all wrapped up into one. But now, because there are really stupid white liberal women, a lot of them, some of these idiots are converting to Islam and trying to change Islam to be more accommodating and accepting of LGBTQI, whatever. And watching white liberal women trying to Muslim-splain to Muslims,
the greatest.
It's incredible. And there's a guy, I wish I knew his name, but there's a guy who's watching this woman do this and making fun of it. And it's amazing.
A Muslim who's transphobic and oh no. You know what this is like? It's like in Prometheus whenever they had the aliens get loose. Now the Muslims are going to have to deal with white women that think that they understand the religion better than they do. A white convert to Islam calls on Muslims around the world to stop being both homophobic and transphobic as the LGBTQ plus.
You're a Muslim who is transphobic and homophobic. Not only are you contributing to the mass killing of LGBTQ people, you are also contributing to the Muslim.
How's it feel, guys? How's it feel? We've had to deal with this shit for 50 years.
Guys, I think I finally found the weapons of mass destruction.
This is a message for Muslim men. What are you doing talking to women on the internet? What are you doing up in the comment sections haram policing women? Leave women alone.
Yeah, it sucks, right?
That is not of our religion. No one's asking you to be trans, but what you need to do and what is obligated of us in Islam is to treat trans people as the human beings that they are. So I'm not gonna have any transphobia in my comments, even if y'all are Muslims, even if y'all are other hijabis. I don't care. If your version of Islam is we have to support the genocide of trans people, I don't want it. It's exactly your bigotry that is also contributing to the Muslim genocide and allowing Zionists to pink wash the Muslim genocides that are happening across the world and to demonize Muslims as these all Muslims are evil, all Muslims are transphobic and homophobic. You know who's not? Oh, us Zionists. That's what y'all are doing. You don't even realize it.
Now I get to watch another person's culture henpecked to death by white women. Now I get to see it again.
Of religion has to do with being a bigot that gets people killed, not hurting anyone, just being who they are. I don't want any part of it. And keep in mind that in the Quran 2 times it says, to me my religion and to you yours, and there's compulsion. And
she's quoting the Quran at them. Oh my god.
It's
I
the
used to
greatest.
pray for times
The
like
greatest.
this.
It's literally haram.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry for this. We tried our best to stop it. Good luck, guys.
For you to impose your religion and your beliefs on other people. No one's asking you to be trans. At the same time, you are also pushing away people who are trans, who are gay, from becoming Muslim. Whether you like it or not, there are LGBTQ Muslims who are part of our ummah. They are just as Muslim as you are. And at the end of the day, subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah. Allah is greatest, Allah knows best, and you need to humble yourself.
Now you guys have to deal with this shit. That hurt. I know. So painful. Oh my God. Oh yeah. Get used to this, guys. Get used to it. Karen's teaching Islam. Silence Muslims. A white liberal woman is speaking.
I can't. My favorite is the fanning. She's fanning herself. Why are you fanning yourself? Because you have all that shit on. That's why. Are you hot? Are you hot, Brenda? You okay?
You know what would fix that? A tank top and a pair of shorts.
It would. Some flip-flops. You're all right. Maybe a crop top.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
But this is the new thing, right? So now white women are going to infiltrate Islam and tell the extremists how they should be running their religion.
Tell Muhammad how to do it. Yeah, we'll see how well that works out for them.
Oh my God. I can't get enough of that, honestly.
It's the greatest.
All right. We need, oh God, do we ever need good things?
We
today?
really do.
We really need good things.
Yes.
And what is better, I ask you, than a pile of puppies making a pile of puppies sound?
Oh, God, Mock. I want to be underneath that.
I know. Can't you just smell them?
What kind are they? Are those Goldens? What are those?
I mean, they could
Irish
be
setters.
Yeah,
Irish
I was gonna say it could be like Irish setters or like super Goldens, you know?
Irish setter puppies.
Oh my God. I mean, did you smell that video?
Yes, I smelled it. I smelled it through the screen.
That's the thing. Oh, so yummy. All right. We've shown montages in the past of dogs and cats existing together, but not very well. And here are a few more of those goodies.
It's not okay.
That was like amazing.
Come on.
Oh cat, man.
No. Back on.
No. I love all of them.
I know.
I think he likes it. It's a pit bull. And he's afraid. He's afraid of the cat. No, I'm gonna eat your whole head. The whole thing. Drama.
So dramatic.
Total drama king. Oh my gosh.
I love that so much. All right. This is the greatest dog bedtime routine I have ever seen. And at first I was like, I don't know how I feel about dogs being dressed, but they seem to really like it. And so I'm okay with it.
Okay. All right. We'll take your word for it.
This routine and the setup and then the bonus puppies at the end. You guys, you're going to love this. This is so good.
Here we go.
It's quiet. I mean, there's nothing in the background, but like,
look at all this.
Hello.
Baby.
They get a ball pit play.
Time to
my
put your
God.
PJs on.
And then it's time for
look
PJs.
at him. He's like,
and he picks them out.
oh my.
And he gets in his little pajamas and his little bunk
And they
bed.
all have little bunk beds.
Can you even take it?
I cannot.
What?
That's a pretty good life.
Oh my gosh. They all have their special little place. They get hugs.
I cannot with the. That's sweet. Look.
We're gonna be calm for this. We're gonna be calm. Dower.
Look at how
Yes,
excited.
those are your PJs.
Oh
So
my
excited.
gosh. He's like, that's my bed,
I'll be
Daddy.
right back.
Okay, that's adorable. They have little
I know.
bunk beds.
But look, you guys. Oh my god.
Even. Oh, they're so cute. God, you need a chocolate lab puppy. Why don't you have one? What is wrong with you? You've got to have
myself. I can't.
Oh God, seriously, look at that face.
I know. Oh God, they're so cute.
You need to have one so I can come
so
visit
precious.
and then just inhale it.
Okay, you guys. So the next one, I asked Grok if it was real, and Grok says it is. Like they were like, we can't detect anything fake about this video.
Okay.
But my husband was like, are you retarded? Of course this is fake.
That's so Greg. Greg would say this. I'd be like, stop harshing my mellow, man.
I know, man. I want
Stop it.
so badly to believe this is real. And Grok says it is.
Yeah.
And
so
I gotta tell you, I feel like Grok would know better than
your
my
husband. Yeah, he knows better than Ron. I think.
I
Grok
feel like
knows.
that's true.
Yeah. Tell
So-
Ron that we don't believe him.
So the disclaimer is I have no idea
We
if
don't
this is
know.
real or fake.
But we kinda
But
do.
You guys, it's a squirrel. And the reaction to this squirrel. Anyway, just watch.
Okay. I feel like it's AI now that I've seen it.
But why wouldn't Grok catch that?
Well, because somebody
Grok did a
said
whole analysis
Nick
of it.
from Detroit says that Grok is a crock. That's what Nick says. Nick, I don't know. Nick, have you been talking to our husbands? Is that what
I
you
don't
guys
know,
talking
man.
behind our backs? You talking to?
I mean,
Ron
it was coffee. Maybe the coffee really did
made him kind of wired.
have an effect
I wish
on
it
this
had that effect on.
squirrel.
I wish it had that effect on me this morning because I am dragging. It's been a rough morning, you guys.
Okay, well, lastly, we have a feel good sort of. This was a riveting video for me. So there's a swan that somehow got out of the river or whatever the body of water is that it was on with its mate, and he got up on the sidewalk and then got lost. And so this sweet fellow is trying, without touching the swan, he doesn't want to scare it, he's trying to guide him back to the water. And it
Okay.
was like drama filled for me, you guys. I loved watching this entire thing. So there he is trying to scoot him along to get down to the right spot.
Okay, trying to get him back to the water.
He's like, here, turn here and I will help you.
Beautiful swan.
I know, gorgeous, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, he's got a ways to go to get down
To get
to
him
the
back
water
to the water.
safely.
How did he get up there? He's just like wandering.
I don't know. I don't know how he got up there.
Okay, so now he's got to like, come on, you got to go this other. Okay, so I pick him up.
I think that would totally freak it out. And then it'd be like
Really?
biting you, or I don't even know. But I think he's trying to do this as gently as possible.
Okay.
And what he needs is for him to turn. And the swan is like, I'm out of here. Bye. But he's
That's-
like, but no, that's the wrong way, Mr.
I pick him up and
Swan."
throw him in. I'm sorry. I deal with livestock, so I just wouldn't be afraid of the swan. You know what I mean? I know they can be mean. They can, Dixie dogs. I get it. They can. Geese, swans. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not afraid of swans. Geese are awful. I saw a goose one time.
Geese are awful.
I saw a goose one time like attack my friend's 2-year-old, and I punched it in the face. True story. I punched a goose in the face once. at
Like,
a
see the
festival.
mate down there? Do you see the mate is waiting? Like,
Yeah.
But he got it to turn around and go the right way. And this is the moment that like is the crucial.
There it
Okay,
is. Go
you're
be with your
free.
mate. Maybe they were having a fight.
And then he just takes off. He's like, bye, bitch.
I mean, that's the thing. Maybe the swans can be evil too, Karen. I didn't know that. Or swans are bad. I feel
I
like
mean, look at the other one. She's just like, what? How come you
It's like
I've been waiting
they
for
don't
you.
even thank us. Animals sometimes don't even thank us, you know?
Anyway,
Not even
I
a
like
look
that
back.
story.
Nothing.
It did have a happy
Mhm.
ending.
Well, that's nice.
So as we started yesterday, and as we said yesterday, we're going to start reading a couple of reviews from our Apple Podcast platform that we would really, really appreciate it. If you have not already, please leave us a 5-star review and leave us a nice comment that helps
Yeah, we
us in
love
the
that.
rankings.
It does. It
It's
helps
so
us
helpful.
tremendously. So thank you for those who have done that. We really appreciate you.
Yes. I mean, so many of you did, and I just can't
Mm-hmm.
tell you how much that means to us. And so we're
does.
going to just go through a couple each day. One person, Brent05 Red Fire, says, these chicks are a lot of fun to listen to and watch. Their take on current events is fresh and many times hilarious. Their show is a daily routine for me to catch.
Thank you, Brent.
Very, very nice.
Thank you.
Which is not like this one. Senorita Lemonade said, your noses are growing by the minute with all your lies.
I think that's just age, Senorita. You know, your nose, your ears. There are things that grow. Too bad it's not my boobs. You know?
So we do get some mean ones,
Yeah.
obviously.
Senorita Lemonade.
Linda O from Nashville said, you two crack me up. You keep me up to date on what's happening in our world and keep me laughing. Very much appreciate
That's very sweet.
that.
Linda. Thank you.
And then we have some thank yous. Susan Peterson said, hi, chicks. I work at the USA Hockey National Office. So proud of our women's and men's teams. Next is the Paralympics, where our teams play sled hockey. Some of our players have lost limbs in combat, and they play with so much heart. Thanks for being my sidekicks each morning.
Thank you, Susan.
For that.
Paralympics
Actually,
are so cool.
I would love to know, Susan, your take, since you work there, on the women's excuse for not going to the State of the Union.
Yes.
Since you're in the know, if you could give us the skinny on that, that would be really, really,
Send
really
us an
awesome.
email, Susan. We'd love to hear.
Yeah, I would very much like
Mhm.
that. Also got, no, I think that's it for Venmo. And then Venmo today, we heard from Carol Jackson, who said, today would have been my son Colton's 26th birthday. In memory, I pay for pre-ordered birthday cakes for kids. Shared here before. I hope he looks down with pride and says, that's my mom. Thank you both for what you do and helping me through the really tough days. God bless
you. God bless you.
Carrie Heath, that's our Etsy lady. She said, I want to thank everyone for your prayers for safe travels for my daughter traveling to Hawaii last week. She returned yesterday safe and sound. My daughter had a fabulous senior trip, and I was only moderately obsessive about her safety. You guys are the best. Man, a senior trip to Hawaii?
My God, I can't
went to
imagine.
the wrong school.
I know, right? Totally. And I would have been obsessed too. I would have been like crazy,
my God.
weirded out about I know, but I'm glad she's home safe.
Nancy Kate says, Daisy, agree, good versus evil. Also, my family, I would go to bat for 100%, even with the complete opposite sides politically. It's feeling love and anger at the same time. Love wins out.
Yeah, it's about loyalty, man. It's your family.
Mm-hmm. Sharon Hamilton said, shout out to Sarah from Indiana that I met at a winery in Georgia. We shared so many like views on politics and our love for COTR. Your fans are everywhere.
I love that.
That's so cool.
How neat is that?
Don Brandt said, thank you both for being my fun morning news for the past 13 years.
Oh
Balls.
my gosh.
By the way, love your hair today, Mock. Super cute. Thank you very much.
I told
It
her,
was
I
just a
said,
really
you're going to
bad
get
hair
it.
day, you guys.
Did I not say that? I called that. I said, somebody's going to mention how cute your hair is today.
That's very sweet. Kristen Hanshaw said, can you please rub glass into my eyeballs and break my eardrum before The View is featured? I have a trauma response to how fake and lying liars they are. Send help. Don Brandt said, love your prayer warriors. And
yeah,
now
we
you.
do have really great prayer warriors. Marcy Prowles, good morning, Mock and Daisy. Happy Tuesday. Please pray for David. We had to take him to the hospital last night. Thanks, prayer warriors. Much love. You guys, prayers going up for David.
Yeah.
Prayers going up for David. Ginkgo Yoki 234. The Dems will have their own State of the Union, like they have their own national anthem during games, like they have their own definitions of such words as racism, fascist, and democracy. Yeah. Like they have their own reality.
Yeah. Totally.
Crazy. Supernova. Are Robert De Niro and Rosie the same person? They're morphing, right? Supernova. Craig A9, Mock and Daisy. The reason most lefty losers vote left is they believe and want all the free crap they are promised, not realizing the true cost it will cost them their independence. Dumbasses. Love you too. Yep. We've been talking about that for 17 years. Brian Brumley 1. My parents taught me long ago that all politics are local and that every election matters. And we need to get out to everyone from federal to state to local to school board. Everyone. That's right.
Yep.
In fact, I'm getting ready to go vote. I think I'll be voting today in Texas. Brian Brumley, why doesn't Hannity ask him, why are you gay? Yeah, he's clearly in the state of a homosexual panic. Just come out, Gavin. Just come out. Angela, South Carolina. I'm assuming that's what the SC is, 89. Y'all should try Z-Biotics. It's a pre-drink that you take before you drink alcohol. The Ruthless guys promote it. Or you could just try the one that we promote. You can try that one.
Which
Have
is
a
an
terrific
after.
Tuesday, chicks. It's an after.
Cheers.
There you go. Loving Jesus 777 R7N. I want to see Newsom text. I believe his children told him, Dad, you suck already. Don't do this to us. Hashtag Cali girl. Yeah. Can you imagine that being your dad?
Oh, God.
Yeah. C Noons 1. As former NYPD wife, thankfully, we say drop the bridges, nobody in or out. Lord of the Flies it, kids. Call 1-800-SNAKE. Get exactly what you wanted. Balls. Yeah. Godspeed, New York. Really. J City 10. The RNC needs to get off their ass and help Trump. It'd be nice, right? That would mean they have
I
to
don't
be
even
organized.
know what they're doing right now. I don't even know who runs the RNC right now. I have no idea.
Either. I don't know who runs it either.
That's how quiet they are.
They may not know who runs it. Exactly. Arnerm. Jack Hughes interviews like Wayne Gretzky, who scored the greatest goal ever. And in the interview, he credits Jerry Curry for the assist. I flicked it toward the goal, and fortunately, it went in.
So humble and just
such a good kid. Supernova. I want to thank Kathleen B for her sweet message on the show yesterday. Everyone here has proven to me that basic kindness and humanity actually still exists in this world somewhere. It means so much. That was a very lovely message. We have such great people, and it was really, really, really wonderful. Arnerm. Okay, that's pronounced Yeri Curry. Here's some diction money. Don't be a Candace. Sorry. That was me. Totally screwed that up. Marcy Peralez, I think the women's hockey team was totally wrong to turn down the invitation to the White House. It's a once in a lifetime thing. They are forgetting what's important. Yeah.
Right.
Leave it to a bunch of girls, a bunch of women to screw this up. It's like, can we just not? Arnerm, premature EDJW-lation. If I had a nickel for every pun, I'd have a pun per nickel. A pumper nickel.
Pumper nickel.
Here's my sandwich money. Gold medal for our Nillas. Loving Jesus 777 R7N. But Gavin Newsom just gave Planned Parenthood $90 million for abortions, taxpayer money. While our streets have never been fixed from gas tax. Yeah, I believe it.
Disgusting.
Priorities. Disgusting is right. Supernova. I am fine with my tax money sending cash to the big game. Yes, $75,000 in the grand scheme. They're upset about $75,000. Listen, I agree. Maybe if you're upset about that, okay, fine, but make it consistent. Oh my God. Simone Heyman, Jewish is not a religion. We are a people. That's right. Ginkgo Yoki 234. First this and first that. Yeah. Where are the posts which say congrats for the first Zoroastrian pimpernel from the country of Plurakia? What?
I don't know what that means.
I have no idea what I just read. I don't know. Supernova. It is very possible lawsuits are on the works against Candace Owens, likely not going to go public about it until the right time. The more they let her dig a hole, the better in the long run. Patience.
I know. This is what I keep trying to tell her too. And because I genuinely believe that with that cease and desist is a plan. And every time she does something against the cease and desist, it's just one more notch that they're going to be used to absolutely destroy her.
Yeah, you guys know the scene in Braveheart where he's like, hold, hold.
Yes,
you know
that's what's happening.
I would be like the one freak that would just be running before it's time. That would be me. I don't have a lot of patience, okay?
You're the one who's always like, karma's gonna come.
I know, but like when it comes to battle, I'd be like, no, I can't. I just cannot be patient, you guys. I can't do one apiece. My son is now an El Paso sheriff. He's got you, Daisy. Oh, that's so sweet. Supernova. Pink wash. So much new material for me to use, right? Pink wash. Tracy Carroll, Bunny Love. I love that name. Good morning, chicks from sunny Southern California. Catching you lovely ladies at this ungodly hour. It is early. It's very early this morning for some reason. I can't start my day without my coffee and my chicks. Thank you, Tracy, for being here. Arnerm, AI pretending to be real would certainly tell you it's real. It's like the cat lawyer. I am not a cat. Just what a cat would say when impersonating. That's so great.
You guys, let me believe that the squirrel got really high off the
right.
coffee.
I know, right? Just we'll let you believe it, Mock. Ginkgo Yoki 234. Affluent white female urban liberal awful Muslims. That didn't appear on my bingo card. Yeah.
Right.
This is what they're voting for. This is what they want. It's like none of it makes sense. Jose Texas 15. Morning from Texas, y'all. POPP. What is that? What's POPP? What is that?
POPP.
Our cup is full. We had 11 days of visiting with our new grandkid, all leading up to my youngest wedding day on Sunday. It was a beautiful
point of personal privilege.
Point of personal privilege. Thank you, Mock. Yes, a wedding day on Sunday. It was a beautiful wedding, and I powered through the daddy-daughter dance and speech. God bless you, Jose. Now take what's left of my savings.
That was very generous.
It was so generous of you. I bet that was a wonderful day. Congratulations to your youngest on her marriage.
Marriage. There's one more.
Oh, there's one more. I didn't see it. Oh, there is one more. I'm sorry. Ginkgo Yoki 234. I wasn't trying to forget you. My previous first this, first that post referring to Piers celebrating the first Muslim leading whatever. Enough with the first this to lead whatever. Let's just go with merit.
Which I get, but I do appreciate the fact that, while everybody is celebrating Jack Hughes, how do you not? Like, how do the anti-Semites, they need to know what they're celebrating. And so I just feel like it's worth pointing out that he is a Jew, because Jewish people are so constantly denigrated. And so if they're celebrating, they just need to know that.
Well, let's put it this way. If a Tucker or like a Candace or whoever are celebrating that, it's nice to point it out and go, hey, did you know he's a Jew?
Neener.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Fun.
That's what I meant.
Fun to point that out, you guys. We're bringing it in, everybody. Okay, State of the Union is tonight. If you guys don't want to stay up and watch it, you don't have to, because we will. We're going to be exhausted tomorrow. So excuse the way we look, the way we act tomorrow, because it's probably not going to be pretty. All right. But we'll be there for you. We'll watch it for you. We're going to take one for the team, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.
Hello, beautiful people. This is the Chicks on the Right's Indian correspondent. Thank you for watching or listening. Be very sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay up to date on all of their delicious content. Okay, thank you. Come again.
Oh my gosh, it's going to